Good evening, football fans. Tonight, we're gearing up for one of the most highly anticipated matchups in the NFC playoffs. The Los Angeles Rams versus the Philadelphia Eagles. This game promises to be nothing short of spectacular, with both teams battling it out for a spot in the NFC Championship. Let's dive into everything you need to know about the game, from team breakdowns, key players, weather impacts, and how the latest developments are shaping this thrilling encounter. The Los Angeles Rams come into this playoff game with an 11-7 regular season record. It's been a season marked by ups and downs, but the Rams are playing their best football at the right time. Quarterback Matthew Stafford, after dealing with some injury concerns, has regained his form, throwing for key touchdowns and leading his offense in crucial moments. Stafford's experience in high-pressure games gives the Rams a veteran presence they'll lean on heavily as they face the Eagles. But it's not just Stafford who's shining for Los Angeles. Wide receiver Cooper Kupp, who dealt with injuries earlier in the season, has returned to top form. His ability to make spectacular catches and create big plays has been pivotal in the Rams' success, and he will be a key target for Stafford against the Eagles' defense. On the other side of the ball, Aaron Donald continues to be one of the most disruptive forces in the NFL. The defensive line will need to wreak havoc on Jalen Hurts and stop the Eagles' rushing attack, which has been a huge part of their offensive identity. Donald's ability to pressure the quarterback and dominate in the trenches will be a game-changer. The Philadelphia Eagles have been the talk of the NFL this season, finishing with a remarkable 15-3 record. Their balanced approach, an explosive offense combined with a stifling defense, has made them the team to beat. Headlined by MVP candidate Jalen Hurts, the Eagles have had one of the most potent offenses in the league. Hurts has shown that he can be a dual-threat quarterback, passing with precision while also making plays with his legs. His running ability has been a nightmare for opposing defenses, and the Rams will have their hands full trying to contain him. A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, and Dallas Goedert give Hurts a dangerous receiving core that can stretch the field. The addition of Brown has been a game-changer for the Eagles, as he's proven to be an elite playmaker who can turn any catch into a touchdown. On the defensive side, Philadelphia boasts one of the NFL's most talented defensive lines. Fletcher Cox, Hassan Reddick, and Brandon Graham form a relentless pass rush trio, while the secondary, led by Darius Slay and James Bradbury, provides excellent coverage in the passing game. The Eagles' defense will look to stifle the Rams' offense, forcing them into difficult situations on third downs and shutting down any potential big plays. The Eagles' success in the playoff game will come down to how well they can execute their game plan, balancing their offense and defense while also managing the snow-filled conditions at home. The Rams' offense, led by Stafford and Kupp, will have to face a tough challenge against Philadelphia's defense. The Eagles' secondary has been impressive this season, and their ability to take away deep shots could limit Stafford's passing game. Look for the Rams to emphasize a short, quick passing attack, using screens and quick slants to neutralize the Eagles' pass rush. If Stafford can build chemistry with Kupp and get the ball out quickly, it could set up the Rams for some key drives. On the other side, the Eagles' offense will be difficult to contain. Hurts' dual-threat capabilities make him a nightmare for any defense, and his ability to run the football in short-yardage situations could wear down the Rams' defense. The Eagles have a strong offensive line that can dominate in the running game, which will likely be a focal point in the snowy conditions. Miles Sanders, alongside Hurts, will aim to control the clock with their running game, making it tougher for the Rams to get stops. The Rams' defense will need to pressure Hurts and limit his ability to make plays outside the pocket. Aaron Donald's ability to disrupt the Eagles' offensive line could be the key to limiting Hurts' time in the pocket. If the Rams can make Hurts uncomfortable, they may force him into mistakes. However, Hurts has proven he can perform under pressure, and the Rams will have to be cautious in their approach. For the Eagles, the defensive line will need to apply constant pressure on Stafford. If they can force Stafford into hurried throws and get him out of rhythm, they'll be in good shape. The Rams' offensive line, which has had some struggles throughout the season, could be exploited in this matchup. Expect Reddick and Cox to make their presence felt in the pass rush. One of the most significant variables in this matchup is the weather. A snowstorm is expected to hit Philadelphia on game day, and it could impact the way both teams approach the game. With snow accumulating at rates of up to 1 inch per hour, players will need to adjust to slippery conditions and reduced visibility. The cold weather and snowy field could make passing the ball more difficult, forcing teams to rely on the run. The Rams, coming from sunny Los Angeles, may not be as accustomed to playing in such conditions. It's always tough for teams traveling from warmer climates to adjust to cold weather games. The Eagles, on the other hand, have played in these types of conditions before and will be better prepared to handle the snowstorm. This could give them an advantage, especially in the second half, when the conditions worsen. The snow will also impact special teams, with punting and field goal kicking becoming more unpredictable. Both teams will have to adjust to the slippery field when attempting long kicks or returns. This could lead to big momentum shifts if one team capitalizes on special teams opportunities. Special teams play could have a significant impact on the outcome of this game. Look for any potential big returns or key turnovers on punts and kickoffs. Rams' kicker Matt Gay has been reliable this season, and if the game comes down to a field goal in the snow, his leg could make all the difference. The Eagles have been excellent at creating turnovers all season. If they can force Matthew Stafford into making mistakes, especially in the snow, they will put themselves in a great position to win. Hurts' ability to protect the ball while leading the offense will also be a critical factor. Turnovers in playoff games often decide the outcome, and whichever team can win the turnover battle will likely come out on top. As the NFC Divisional playoff game draws near, we are in for an intense matchup. The Philadelphia Eagles, with their 15-3 record and home field advantage, come into this game as the favorites. However, the Los Angeles Rams, led by Stafford and a solid defensive line, have the tools to pull off an upset. The weather will play a huge role in how this game unfolds. Snow, cold temperatures, and slippery conditions will test both teams' ability to adjust. The Eagles, more accustomed to these elements, may have the upper hand, but if the Rams can execute their game plan and capitalize on the Eagles' mistakes, they could emerge victorious. In the end, this game is expected to be a closely contested battle. The Eagles' all-around balance and home advantage make them slight favorites, but the Rams are hungry and capable of an upset. This one is too close to call, but expect it to be a thrilling game that will be remembered for years to come.